Hey, Michael the Soil Doc, here to talk to you about drought in corn in the Treasure Valley. Let's get started. Let's go ahead and address all of your drought concerns, starting with your water supply. Your local watershed is going to be your best resource in determining how much water you will be allotted for this upcoming 22 growing season. Now, when it comes to corn and water, corn is really efficient at utilizing all the water that it has. Let's say, for example, you only got 75% of your normally allotted amount of water. How much corn should you be planting? Well, that's pretty simple math. If you normally plant 36,000 in population of corn, take 75% of that, which translates into 27,000, and plant that into your field. Same with fertility. If you are using 75% of the crop, only fertilize at 75% of the rate. That way, you won't be spending extra money on your fertilizer as it's already expensive this year, and you'll be maximizing your fertility at a per acre basis. I've been getting a lot of questions on looking at our relative maturity in corn and translating that into how long of a day or how much more time will I have during this growing season to maximize our growing potential of our corn crop. So let's take a look at this chart. We're going to notice a few different things. Let's look and understand really what CRM means. CRM is comparative relative maturity, and you're looking at the relative maturity of the hybrids in each brand's respective lineup. So in the Pioneer brand, we're comparing a 72-day hybrid to a 101-day hybrid. So a Pioneer hybrid is not the same CRM as a brand X CRM. So I wanted to get that point across. So in order to understand how much heat units we need or how long I have for this hybrid to mature, the thing we need to look for is this: GDUs to physiological maturity. And physiological maturity is black layer. That means your corn grain can't get any more moisture or nutrients and is around 30 to 34% in moisture. Now, what is GDU? GDU is equal to your temperature maximum of the day up to 86 plus your temperature minimum with a low of 50 divided by 2 minus 50. On a good, nice, hot, sunny day here in the Western Treasure Valley, we're looking at about 25 GDUs per day during the growing season. July, August, we'll get to those points. So as we look at GDUs to physiological maturity, let's take a look at a 98-day hybrid, 9815. This hybrid has 2,400 GDUs. In comparison with, let's go ahead and look at this 8407. That has a GDU count of physiological maturity 2020. So if we take a look at that into consideration, we're looking at a big separation there of about 16 days. So peak growing degree units are typically around 25. Let's say, for example, the air temperature was over 86, so we have to count 86, plus it cooled off to about, we'll just say 65, divided by 2 minus 50, and we are just about peak growing degree units there. So what exactly does 2,400 units mean in the scope of the Western Treasure Valley, or 2,000 units? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this other map that I have for you. This map shows the growing degree day unit accumulation throughout the year and also our historical 30-year. So this map shows the historical GDUs, and we can take the GDUs up to that 2,400 mark and what that looks like on an average growing degree day unit year. So 2021 is indicated by the blue line here, and it really was an anomaly. So we really were 20 days ahead of schedule, nearly an entire month of growing degree day units due to that heavy heat in July. So normally on a typical growing year and the 30-year average, we're looking at 2,400 heat units at about the end of August 8, 28. Now let's take that growing degree day unit down to our line that was about 1,800 GDUs to physiological maturity. Let's hit our 30-year average. Now we are at 8.3, so about the 1st of August is what the timing that you're looking for. So that's a separation of 25 days, 25, 26 days there. So this was around Ontario area. We can go ahead and take a look at something further south between Nampa-Caldwell. Look at between Nampa-Caldwell, you can see that it's a little cooler down there. So we'll start with that 1,800 degree day unit corn, and we can see that it's a few days behind, about 4 days behind the Ontario. So as you get further south in the Treasure Valley, the data shows that you are a little cooler. So that's at our 1,800 growing degree day unit corn. Let's go up to our 2,400 and what that would look like. So on our 30-year historical, we're looking about the 4th of September, so Labor Day weekend, is what we would be targeting with our 2,400 day corn. So that's a pretty significant difference, in my opinion. In summary, what did we learn in this video? We learned to contact our irrigation district to understand how much water we will be allocated for this upcoming 22 season, to utilize planting density to maximize our water use efficiency, to utilize our growing degree units to physiological maturity to maximize yield for the growing area. And a special note for silage, guys. If you really need to feed your cows, understand that you can reduce your population to about 25,000. You can drought stress in the early season to reduce your plant height, and you can harden off your crop. That way you can maximize your water use efficiency so that you can have a crop to feed your cows. If you like this video, share, like, and subscribe to the Soil Doc to get more local videos of your Treasure Valley. Thanks for watching.